Welcome to the What's Our Verdict podcast, where we fashion ourselves cinematic judge and jury. My name is JJ Crowder. I'm here with my co-hosts, Mattson Heiner.
Better red than dead.
And Javier Ortiz.
What is up, my nerds?
Do you ever find yourself wondering if you should spend the time, money, or both on a movie? We're here to answer that question for you. Each week we put a movie on trial, discuss the facts, pass judgment, and let you know our verdict. Check out our other episodes. If you're watching us on Facebook, you can head to our website using the link in the post. If you're on YouTube, the link's in the description down below. This will be our spoiler-free review. Our deep dive review will be available on Monday, January 18th, and you can listen to that wherever fine podcasts are found. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Ghana, just to name a few. And as always, it's completely free. Today we're reviewing News of the World. It was released December 25th, 2020. It was written by Paul Greengrass and Luke Davies based on the novel written by Paulette Giles. It was directed by Paul Greengrass. It stars Tom Hanks, Helena Zengel, Ray McKinnon, Mare Winningham, and Elizabeth Marvel. It's about a Civil War veteran who agrees to deliver a girl taken by the Kiowa people years before to her aunt and uncle against her will. They travel hundreds of miles and face grave dangers as they search for a place that either can call home. If this is your first time joining us, we will rate this movie in our spoiler-free here on a three-tiered scale. First is worth it, meaning you should definitely find a way to watch this movie. Stream it, wait until you can watch it for free, and finally skip it, meaning you just shouldn't watch it at all. So let's jump right in. Mattson, why don't you kick us off with News of the World?
Oh, News of the World. I love Tom Hanks. I watched this movie with Javier last night, and I have to say I was a little disappointed in Javier's ability to just quickly axe murder Tom Hanks for being on Jerry Epstein's list. But besides that, Tom Hanks was phenomenal in this movie. It's comforting to hear his voice, the same voice that we know him through like every movie. He was amazing. Just the emotional depth that he brought to the table. I really liked his relationship with Johanna, and just the depth to his character and the depth of her character that we went through as well. So in that regard, this movie is superbly acted, in my opinion. I have to compliment it on the tense scene, the gunfight scene up in the mountains. I mean, I thought that was extremely well done as well. But kind of what was hard for me is this movie did feel slow. I thought maybe it was going to be more like a true Western. It's definitely set in the Western time, but it's more like a drama and less like what I would define as a Western in that. So for that reason, I think I said it out loud a couple times last night, like this movie feels slow, but this movie has great moments that can carry it through. But overall, the slowness of the movie is kind of what detracts it for me. So I can't say it's worth it, but I can definitely say it's worth a stream.
Fair enough. Javier.
Yeah, I'm probably going to say just the same stuff. Overall, pretty good. Like Tom Hanks hardly ever lets you down, so this really isn't a disappointing movie by any means. I think the issues I ran into is, it is long. So like I feel like there are better Tom Hanks movies out there. Right, like if you're watching this for Tom Hanks, there's better. He has better, more intriguing movies. And if you're watching this because it's a Western, there's better Western movies out there, or like time period type movies. But like with all of that, like it wasn't bad. Like I don't know where I'm at with this because it really wasn't bad. Like I was really entertained for not moments, but like there's some really intense like really intense scenes, and then other times you're like watching them ride a horse. Right. So like it definitely has really high highs and like super lows when it comes to like how entertaining this movie is. But yeah, I mean, otherwise I think I'm going to give it a stream it. Like I wouldn't say go break down the movie theater doors to go watch this. But like, I think you should take some time to watch it when you can get your hands on it.
All right. Yeah, I agree. It was slow, though. I didn't feel the slowness in a lot of ways. It sounds like the way that you guys did. Like I did feel it. Like it was slow, but I went into it, I think, expecting it to be slow. A couple of things that I went into knowing is that they were going to be traveling. I did hear about that. I hadn't heard too much about the movie, but I had heard that it's a big travel movie. And then the other piece that I had heard was that, Tom Hanks getting a lot of Oscar buzz going about this movie. And typically, this is very, I mean, typically if it's getting a lot of Oscar buzz for a movie, it's probably going to be more about a character-driven, story movie as opposed to, here's a ton of action. To be honest, it had more action than most Oscar best movie, probably category topic movies than you'll see. But it was slow. It is a little long in the tooth for me in places. And the ironic part for me is I would rather have had a couple of shorter pieces of the action. I could have done without one of the action scenes, which in the deep dive, I'll kind of talk about that. Then the story, to me, the relationship between these two characters, Joanna and Captain Kidd, for me was very intriguing. I enjoyed watching him grow and, kind of change the way he was. And then the same with her, kind of just their relationship and how it blossomed. I really enjoyed that part of it. But it's not anything that I'm going to tell you to, again, like Javier said, don't go, line up in the movie theater to go check this thing out. Just wait for it. In fact, I wouldn't even pay the $20 it costs to stream it right now because it just started streaming this past Friday. So yesterday. So yeah, wait for it to be free, but definitely watch it. Very good movie, but I'm giving it a stream it as well, just because you just don't need to pay for it. It's not anything that's life-changing. So, all right. That is our spoiler free. It's a short one. It's not too much to say about this movie unless you dive deep. So check us out on Monday. You can check us out wherever podcasts are found for that. You'll, like I said, a lot of cool stuff coming out of that deep dive, I'm sure. But Mattson, why don't you tell them where else they can find us?
If you're looking at the bottom right-hand part of our screen, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram, our website at whatsourverdict.com. And you can check us out on YouTube as well to check out these spoiler-free reviews. Come chime in with us, come interact, and let us know the movies you want us to review.
Definitely. Cool. All right. Well, we appreciate you tuning in, and hope you enjoyed the spoiler-free. Come check us out on our deep dive, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye-bye now. Had to unmute myself first that time. Nice. I'm learning.
Gotta remind you. Cinemagic out.
Whoa!